Hello friends, the next example to find out the derivative of y is equals to x cube into log x. For that y is equals to x cube into log x. How many terms are there? I can see only one term. So there is no addition or subtraction to be used to find out the derivative. But for the only one term, is there any multiplication division? I can see x cube multiplied by log x. So when you are reading it, you always come to know that there is a multiplication. So we make use of the multiplication or product rule of derivative. The product rule of derivative says that the dy by dx is nothing but the first factor, write it as it is. So x cube, write it as it is, multiplied by derivative of the second factor, which is log x, plus the second factor as it is multiplied by derivative of the first factor, x cube. See that in the product rule we always take the derivative of only one factor at a time, and so term by term you can actually find out the derivatives of both the factors. So this is how we make use of the product formula. Now log x, derivative of log x, directly we know the standard formula for that is 1 upon x, and the derivative of x cube, power function, variable raised to constant x raised to n type, for which we know the derivative as n into x raised to n minus 1, giving you 3x square, and hence the x cube upon x, the simplification which we are writing here, and that is the end of the example. The next example is y is equals to x cube plus x square plus 2 the whole square multiplied by sin x. To find out the derivative, how many terms are there? See that we always think of whenever we want to find out the derivative, that how many terms are there. Since only one term, now we will ask, is there any multiplication division? Yes, there is a multiplication. Is there any constant coefficient? There is no constant coefficient we can see to take it out, and hence we will make use of the product rule here. And the product rule says that the first factor dy by dx equals to the first factor as it is multiplied by derivative of second factor plus the second factor multiplied by derivative of the first factor. In the next step we find out the first factor as it is multiplied by derivative of sin x. The sin x, derivative of sin x is directly known to you, which is cos x. We do write it as it is, but when we see sin x multiplied by derivative of the whole bracket square, there is no such derivative known to you directly. So we are not able to find out the derivative directly. Then what we can do is that we can always simplify that the whole square as a plus b the whole square. Using the expansion, we just write the expansion there. Still the derivative we have to find it out. So in the next step we will be finding out the derivative of that d dx of x raised to 4 plus 4x square plus 4. How many terms are there? To find out the derivative are 3 terms. So obviously we have to find out the derivatives of 3 terms separately. Don't forget that sin x has to be multiplied with that, and so we write it in the bracket d dx of the derivative of the first term plus derivative of second term plus derivative of third term. Once again we just write it all as it is, only the thing is that we have to find out the derivative of all the 3 terms separately. X raised to 4, it is of the type x raised to n, so we can use the formula to get it as 4 into x cube x raised to n is derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. In the second factor, you can see that is there any multiplication? Yes, I can see that there is a coefficient, constant coefficient. Just take out that constant coefficient outside the derivative and you will get that 4 multiplied by d dx of x square plus the derivative of the last bracket. The last bracket, which is 4, is only the constant, and we know the derivative of constant is 0. So we can see here that whatever I have discussed is written here. The derivative of x raised to 4 as 4x cube, derivative of 4x square, taking 4 outside the derivative, is 4 times d dx of x square plus derivative of 4 is 0. In the next step, we are supposed to find out the derivative of x square, which is of the type x raised to n, and hence you will get the answer as x square plus 2 the whole square cos x plus sin x multiplied by 4x cube plus 4 multiplied by derivative of x square is 2x. In the next step, you can write that 4 into 2 is 8x, and that's it. Now we see go to the next example, which is y is equals to x raised to x into e raised to x upon x plus e raised to x. Here is there how many terms are there? I can see only one term. Is there any multiplication, division? Yes, I can see the division, and therefore I have to make use of the division rule, quotient rule. But before that, just see that can you avoid that rule. We are not able to simplify further, so we have to make use of the quotient rule here. The quotient rule says that the denominator multiplied by derivative of the numerator minus numerator multiplied by derivative of the denominator upon the whole upon denominator square. So we have written it in the same manner here. And now we have to find out the derivative of x into e raised to x. Here once again we ask the same question, how many terms are there? Only one term is there, x into e raised to x. Is there any multiplication, division? Yes, it is a multiplication over here. And is there any constant coefficient? No constant coefficient. So we have to make use of the product rule. The product rule says that write the factor, first factor as it is, multiplied by derivative of second factor plus second factor multiplied by derivative of first factor. We just check out whatever we have told you whether we have written it. Yes, x plus e raised to x multiplied by the derivative of x into e raised to x using the product rule. It is x multiplied by derivative of second factor plus second factor multiplied by derivative of first factor. That is it for the only first thing. Here the second factor, you can see sorry, not the second factor, second term is written x into e raised to x into derivative of x plus e raised to x. Here how many terms are there for x plus e raised to x? The two terms. So we just separate out the derivative of the two terms in this way and write upon v square. Okay, is that clear? Now we will find out the derivative of each one. If it is directly we are able to write it. Yes, I know that the derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Derivative of x is 1. Derivative of x is 1 once again, and derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. So we just write it in the next step, the derivatives, and hence the derivative is over. But we have to simplify further. We have to simplify the numerator and not the denominator. Don't simplify the denominator, don't expand the denominator, but we have to simplify the numerator. So just multiply the brackets here and we do get it as x multiplied by x e raised to x as x square e raised to x plus x into e raised to x plus x into e raised to x into e raised to x is e raised to 2x plus e raised to x into e raised to x as e raised to 2x. In the same manner, the next bracket we are supposed to solve further. So we will get two terms with minus sign, and when we see that the x e raised to x get cancelled, x e raised to 2x also gets cancelled, and the only two terms are remaining in the numerator, and hence the last answer we are getting it as x square e raised to x plus e raised to 2x the whole thing upon x plus e raised to x the whole square, and that's it.